On Monday, the 15th of January, the war in Gaza reached its 100th day. Over 25,000 people have been killed and more than 63,000 injured. It's believed that many thousands more are buried under the rubble. The majority of them are women and children. Most people have lost their homes, and everyone has lost someone they loved. Around 85% of people in Gaza have been displaced, many of them multiple times, and there are now over 1 million people sheltering in just one small area in the south of Gaza, which is desperately overcrowded and where living conditions are dire. Many people are simply sleeping out in the open or in makeshift shelters, and the situation has been compounded by cold weather and winter rain. Not nearly enough food, water, fuel, and other essential supplies are entering Gaza, and the widespread destruction of critical infrastructure means that it's becoming ever more difficult to distribute the aid that does arrive. Repeated communications blackouts further hamper the distribution of aid and means people cannot access essential, life-saving information. Nowhere in Gaza is safe, and just days before Christmas, we watched in fear as the Holy Family Church in Gaza City came under fire, as people sheltering in the compound were killed, and as vital power and water supplies were destroyed. All of our partner staff have been displaced, and tragically, a number have lost their lives. And sadly, we don't see an end in sight. And yet, despite the darkness, there remain glimmers of hope. Our long history of working in partnership with the people of Gaza means we have built strong and long-lasting relationships. And whilst quantities of aid entering Gaza remain severely limited, our local partner in Khan Yunis, in the early days of this crisis, opened their centres to people fleeing their homes in the north. Using what they had available, they provided somewhere for people to sleep, food and water, and activities for children, which provides some relief from the trauma of living under constant bombardment. In the last few weeks, the intensity of the fighting has forced them to move again, and we are supporting our partner to work quickly to establish new shelters and to continue to support thousands of vulnerable families with somewhere to sleep, with food, water, and basic medical supplies. Another CAFOD partner is providing cash so that people can buy whatever is available on local markets. They are also delivering food, water, and kits so that people can try to keep things clean. Others are preparing so that when a ceasefire does come, they will be ready to take their mobile medical teams out to communities who cannot otherwise access healthcare. We will continue to support our partners, both financially and by raising our collective voices to the people in power. We continue to urge decision makers to uphold their obligations under international law and to call for a ceasefire to pave the way for a future with justice, peace, and dignity for all. We are so grateful for the generosity of our supporters, which enables us to stand alongside people in need and which brings them hope. Thank you for your support.